Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I'm just going to dig JT out a little bit here because obviously, I said to him, do you know what time do you after, before, you boys tired? I was going to do it before. Oh, after, okay, don't be late. But he was late. Do you know what I mean? We tried to phone him, no answer. This is what I have to deal with as soon as the show starts. He's here. Maybe he just didn't want to talk to me. I don't know, but we'll bring him in and see how he is anyway. Mr. JT.
First of all, what a grade A waffle machine. All right, that is absolute half truth if I've ever heard it. First of all, he said which one before or after. Didn't say nothing about being tired. I couldn't make the before because it's always been 10 p.m. So I don't know what changed there. And he's been trying to call me for a total of 2 minutes, might I add. I checked my phone. The first call was 10:02. So he's acting like he's been sat there flipping, belling me for hours. Absolute half-truth merchant. How are you, my son?
Yes, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm glad normal football's back. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm breathing. Yeah? I'm alive. The sun's shining. Can't complain, can you? There's a lot of bad things out there. As long as you're alive, as long as you're breathing.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
That's the right attitude to have. I watched a video before by the Sad Guru, and he was like, "Listen, if you wake up on a morning, there's people that haven't woke up, so you should be grateful you've woke up on the morning." So it's deep.
What's happened to your eyes, mate? You're right.
No, I'm tired. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just, this is my eyes, bro, unfortunately.
Flipping heck, mate. You look like you've been 5 rounds with Mike Tyson. I'm the one that just had Muay Thai training today. You look like you've had it worse than me.
Man, you give me a complex. Unfortunately, it's a trait of the Waymans. I wish I didn't have them, but yeah, if I ever get mega rich, I probably get I don't know, some Botox or something put in there to make it
No, usually they're fine. It's just today. That's why I'm but
maybe,
flipping.
Maybe, yeah.
Wow, crazy times, huh? Crazy times.
Sean says I've been crying over Coops. Maybe that. Have you got any thoughts on Cooper leaving officially now?
Not really. It's it's something that you've seen for a long time. It's the punch you don't see coming that knocks you down. This one I've been seeing coming from about 50 miles away. So I've been prepared for him to go. It's not something that really
you're coming with the zingers tonight. I like that. It's the punch that you don't see coming that knocks you down. That's a great shout.
It is, i.e. the Jorginho Rutter, for example, the one that I didn't see leaving this window. When he went, it was like bang, flipping heck, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But that's c'est la vie. That's
true that, man. True.
Life, true. As they say, mate. How's everyone in the chat doing? That's my question, mate. How is everyone in the chat?
Exactly. How are they? Should we find out? Should we get some members in the chat?
We should, mate.
Straight away, popping off. We've got listen, folks, don't want to be on all night, so we will stick a timer on again. Let me get the timer sorted first of all, JT, so we can see it.
Yeah, no worries. Let's get the time chugging.
Where's the best way for me to do this?
Better there.
If I let
me just turn my ISO down a little bit.
Are you on with it?
Am I on with what?
Are you getting a timer? What's that ISO? No?
Oh, ISO? Right. No, ISO is for my camera, mate.
Oh, right, okay.
It's kind of like light it displays out of the lens and shit. I'm not seeing a timer. I'm seeing your whole flipping watch along screen.
I know, I'm just getting rid of it. I'm just thinking if we put the timer there, does that look all right? It's tiny, innit? Look at the timer above my head. What the fuck is that? How should I do the timer, bro? Where should I put it?
You're doing it on OBS, so just stretch it out a bit, innit? And it'll be bigger.
Hang on, wait there. Let me just put all.
I don't know why you're doing it through OBS anyway. You just connect your camera to a thing.
No, because I don't have. Hang on, wait there. Let me just mess about with something. Let me just.
It's the one guy who has OBS installed on his computer but still uses StreamYard to stream. That's the one thing I don't get. You can literally go directly from OBS to.
Shall I tell you for why though? Yeah, because. It's simpler, isn't it? Because that, but also what the fuck?
Oh bloody hell, we are off to a flyer here, gents. Wow.
Right, where shall I put it? Where do you want me to put it? Here?
Yeah, anywhere's fine, yeah.
Does that work? Can everybody see that though?
Yeah, that works.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, I'll tell you for why. Because when you StreamYard, you can bring up chats and stuff. and it stars super chats and all that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit.
There are plugins you can get to do similar things through OBS, but it is a lot more complicated. Oh,
right. Don't JT, man. Stop it, man. Right. Okay.
Okay, no, this is about as organized as Leeds' transfer window. Fuck.
Oh shit! I need to wait there. I need to now. Tell me while I sort this out. Yeah. Tell me how are you feeling ahead of feeling ahead of tomorrow against Burnley?
Dead inside. No, I feel, I'm excited for some football. That'll be good. I'm excited for tomorrow, and I'm confident. You know, the way we left off last game, I thought was a big improvement over the past few weeks. It was good to see, obviously, Solomon have a good performance. I want to see a little bit more out of Ramadzani. He seems really screwed on, seems really happy to be there. So there's a lot of exciting things ahead, shall we say. Tanaka, obviously, he's had more time to adjust now. We've just got a lot more players coming in and hopefully a lot more preparation as well. So I'm pretty optimistic. You know, I'm not expecting crazy things. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day and all that jazz, but I do expect a little bit more exciting football, shall we say? A little bit more expensive.
Now, I have just put the fan link in the members chat. So if you want to join us, come and join us. 5 minutes, folks, and then boom. Then we'll get in. Yeah, we can talk about Cooper if you like. We can talk about this weekend's games. We can talk about whatever you see fit.
Yes, 5 minute speed date, right? So get
your
prepared before, get your chat lines going, get everything ready to go. In the second you're in there, boom, ready to explode.
Exactly. How any topics you want to talk about specifically, or
any topics?
Any topics tonight?
Or do we well, Mr. Joe Blackburn's in the chat. There was a topic he brought up last time we were on stream, so maybe that's something I'd like to have a conversation with him about. But
what was that?
There was a certain topic, a certain thing Mr. Joe Blackburn brought up last time we were on stream. I think that's a topic I'd like to discuss with him.
What was it?
But, listen, you know, that's if you remember, you remember. If you don't, you don't.
I don't, mate. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, my memory.
There was a certain reference to a certain few people. You know, who knows? But no. Listen, I want to talk about first of all the break off. I want to talk big time on Angus Kinnear's comments. I think that's a huge topic.
Forgot about this.
Talk about the stadium redevelopment. I think there's a lot of question marks for me around it. Obviously, we're going to be bringing in a lot of hospitality seats and all of that jazz. Do you think that's going to bring down our atmosphere? Should we say? Do you think that's going to reduce our atmosphere? Do you think it's a net positive, a net negative? How do you see these kind of things going? Also, he touched on the release clauses and all of that. So I want to hear what people have to say about common topics and, of course, optimism, etc., etc. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Buzzing. Yeah. Okay. Right. Should we get the first one in?
Let's get him in, mate.
Boss Nash, you ready, bro? Yeah, I can see you darting about everywhere. Are you ready? Are you good to go? He's good to go. I think he's good to go. Yeah, here we go. Whoa! Hang on. Let's see if we can bring it. Yeah, that's better.
There he is.
There we go.
Fellas, how are you doing?
Good, man. Let's get you in middle. Oh, you can't see me timer now. 1 second. Let me move me.
Hey, boys, I ain't taking this as my time, by the way. Like, this is
that's why he's done the vertical, so he could scam himself an extra few minutes.
Hey, JT, bro, I'm literally sat in my car because I've just done a live stream and my wife's going fuming. You're keeping the kids up. Joe, bro, I'm coming for you right now, yeah?
Oh, God, right. Can we press the start? Let me press play.
Yeah, press the start button.
Go. Yeah.
Don't have a go at JT for being a little bit late or not suiting your ideal schedule. Let me tell you why, right? I've literally started a new YouTube channel around a non-league team, right? Do you know how hard it is to get decent people on to have a yarn?
No, I can imagine it'll be tough.
Yeah, it's mental. If I had someone like the caliber of JT, yeah, listen, I'm going live whenever he's available. Listen,
mate,
you can't be doing that.
Thing I ever heard. Actually,
yeah, you can't be doing that. Man. You have like a mockery of riches right now. Yeah, you've got Jay, you've got JT, you've got Connor will come on with you. You've got Cage. Don't do much with you, does it? Let's be honest. But you've got so many people. Joe Blackburn, all these people. Don't be egging him out because of that. You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm just having a bit of crack. I apologise. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Jay.
you should, mate.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking, man.
That my last relationship. Let's go, my sunshine. How are you anyway, my son? How is it?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I'm doing all right. I'm starting. Listen, boys, I'm sat in the car. I'm probably 3 months away from a divorce.
Mate, listen, I'm single. This is what the content creation does. This, trust me.
What happened to that beard?
It was getting too long, bro, man.
You said you were growing out like Gandalf, mate. What's going on?
I looked at myself and I thought, you look like shit, man. I said, go get on sunbeds, cut your beard and chill out, man. So I did that, yeah.
Oh, so what's the bags under the eyes, mate? He's been chilling on the sunbeds all day.
Yeah, Joe, you've got one of those beards like me, bro. Instead of like growing nice, like
innit?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hate it for that. Yeah. I do hate that it goes that way instead of like down. There you go.
Yeah. But anyway, we're 2 minutes in. We haven't even talked about the game.
It's good to catch up. Before you go on, let me just pause it there actually, because folks, we've had a few people try and come in, but once there's 10 in the studio, it stops letting you in. So once Boss Nass is finished, if you then want to try and come back in, you can, folks. Don't worry, you're not being kicked out.
Kind of like Joe's
like
DMs is constantly packed, so you got to wait your turn. He will eventually get around to you. He just needs to siphon through all the women first, and then he'll get through to you eventually.
Definitely not.
Yeah, these are good. These are good problems to have, people. On my last live, I had 11 people. I'm still doing it.
Yeah, man. You've got to start somewhere, bro. We've all been there.
My last live, I had one person.
Honestly,
so, let's go, my sunshine.
I'm looking at your channel, right? You get like 6K, 6.5, 7, 8K views on a video, but that's Leeds United. I'm doing Bridlington Town, so I don't care. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Big up to Brid. How are they getting on?
Bottom of the league, mate. We won't talk about it.
Okay. So
why Bridlington? Why are you doing a non-league channel, by the way? Just a little backstory.
Because listen, this is what it is, right? And I'm not up for plugs. I don't want to plug myself on somebody who I've watched. Nah. But I'm doing an apprenticeship, right? I don't want to do anything around Leeds and just come out the gates and be shit because the level is like up here. And it's like, for me, it's I don't want to come in and just be gashed. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
well, mate, I wouldn't say the level's up here. I mean, Joe's one of the most popular guys on the platform, and he's an absolute waffler. So I don't want to say the level's that high for you to reach.
No, but the thing is as well, like I want to think about doing stuff which watch-alongs, instant match reactions. I want to do more like long-form kind of documentary style stuff. It's taking a bit of planning, but I want to do my. I've talked to Joe about it. I sent him a message, but I want to do my apprenticeship in non-league. I just did the manager today. Literally, I had the manager on for an hour, so it was sick. Burnley, man, it was sick. But Burnley, listen, the Fark era is either now or never, right? This is a big game tomorrow. Leeds United fans, I want to talk to you directly here now. Do not accept anything other than a win. They have been weakened, like to a degree that this should almost be a nailed-on win. Remember when we was in the Premier League? Remember 01-02? And we'd come against maybe, I don't know. We used to be loads better than West Ham, so I'll say West Ham. We'd have West Ham at home. And 01-02, you'd go, that's 3 points, right? Start thinking that way again, because the team he's got, the amount of resources that's been poured into this manager, expect it, demand it. Tomorrow is 3 points. If it's not good enough.
Wow. Who are you most excited to see tomorrow? Who you most looking forward to see put on that league?
It's not about individuals for me, JT. I gotta be honest with you, mate. I want to see 1-2 touch passes. I want to see clinical finishing. I don't want to see indecision. I don't want to see side to side 6 times around the 18-yard box. I want to see a through ball. I want it into Joseph, and I want it into the back of the net. It's time we start asking for these things, man.
More about patterns of play that we've seen issues with, and just boring football at times. That's more.
Do you not think we've been good the last 2?
Yeah, we have. But this is the biggest test we've got, right? So far. And look, Leeds United need to get away from this charity settings. Like, we go there we play tomorrow, and we go there to beat them. We go to beat them 3.
Nice. And, so I was just going to say, boom. Final question. Score prediction.
I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds. 2.
But you want us to beat them 3?
No, I want them to beat them. I want them to beat them 5, Joe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, standard. So 3. You say 2-0.
I'm saying 2. I'm saying 2 just to be conservative, because I think it's one of those Leeds things. We need 3 times more chances than the opposition to score the same amount of goals. So, but hopefully that comes to an end.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's hope. Boss Nas, do you want to shout out the channel and that before we let you go, mate?
No, because it's a Bridtown channel, and people are here for Leeds. But listen, Brid's a holiday destination. If you're into Brid and you come down,
in Bridlington,
Bridlington, yeah.
I thought so. Bridlington Pier, right? They got down there.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time when I was younger. I know I'm a bloody southerner Londoner, but my granddad actually lives in Hull, so I used to go to Bridlington. Oh, that's sick, man.
Yeah,
I used to have the amusement parks and the rides and all of that shit. Yeah. Someone died on the logs once when I was like 9 years old, I think.
No, it's just a rumor, JT. Don't listen to that.
That's not a rumor, because I got on that ride a week before that happened, and I remember being scarred by it. So it was not a rumor.
Yeah. That's a wild dream to have, mate. Don't slander my hometown like that. But yeah, wicked. JT, legend. Joe, legend. And I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, Boss Nas, legend, mate. Thank you very much. There we go. Another spot will have opened, folks. If you do want to join us, big up to Boss Nas for joining us there. It did overrun slightly, but that's fine. It can happen, right? You don't just want to go 5 minutes. Get off. Are we ready, JT? Or are you busy on your phone there?
No, I'm not busy on my phone at all, mate.
Yeah,
mate, you want to see what I'm doing on my? I was going to check out the statistic, the head-to-head of Leeds versus Burnley to pose some questions to people. But all right, fine. You want to be trying to dig me out again, mate? So you know what it is, sunshine. Let's just go.
It's all right, mate.
Because you've Pot Mob.
It's all right. It's all right, because next you've got your biggest fan, so it's all good, mate. It's
so good, man.
Who do you can you see? You can see, can't you?
It's either Sean Healy, but I presume it's Matt Leeds. If I'm gonna have a guess, I can't see. By the way, I can't. I'm legally
so who's
blind.
Your biggest fan? Who's your?
I'm
biggest
legally
fan?
blind. My biggest fan is myself, really.
No, outside of that, don't look. Don't look. Who is it?
I can't see. You're saying
no,
don't
so
look,
tell me,
mate.
then.
Am
Tell
I
me
flipping Stevie Wonder? What am I meant to be looking at, sunshine? All I can see is your beautiful face. I can't see nothing else.
Well, then
It's either going to be Matt Leeds or Sean Healy. I'm guessing Matt Leeds, right?
Oh,
it is Matt Leeds, as I said. Yeah, I said that like 3 times, my son. How are you, my brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. Me and Joe on the 2 different sides. Like, he's tired. I've just woken up. So we're on the 2
different sides of the world, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. How is it in Australia? Whereabouts in Australia are you, Matt, lad?
Sydney.
Oh, wow, you're a lucky guy, man. I don't know why you... Do you know what I don't understand, though? Right? And this is something... I know it's a little bit off topic, but why am I browner than you? And you live in Sydney, and I currently reside in shitty Sunderland. Why is that?
Because you've been on the sunbeds all day, mate.
No, but
trying that.
Wait, my point is...
This guy's lathering himself with fake tan. He's like... God, bloody
listen to me,
though.
Listen, why is Matt?
Mate, I think the real question is, mate, I'm the foreigner here. Why are you browner than me, sunshine? What's going on,
No, but hear me though. Why is it that you are like? If I lived in Australia, I'd be like brown. Is it because you don't go out in the sun, Matt? What is it?
I got out, but I don't know. I'm just white. I'm just so white. I mean, I get. The worst thing here is I get sunburn easily as well. So it's like...
Oh, see.
Yeah.
You got that ginger skin like me, haven't you, bro? It's true. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
You just have to get past it on the sunbed. You have to go through a period of redness. And then after the redness, you start to go,
How often do you do? Not to take time away from my brother. How often do you help on the sunbeds?
A few times, yeah.
What, a few times a week?
Yeah, long times.
Oh, you really actually go for it like regularly 3 times a week?
So yeah, sometimes. Like today, because I haven't been on for a few days because I've been out of action. I went on for 15 minutes.
Wow, flipping it.
Coke,
I might need to get on that, mate. But you know,
Yeah,
flipping. I did tack on an extra 30 seconds for you, Matt. There, don't worry. I'm gonna add it back on. So how are your thoughts and feelings, mate, about tomorrow as well? What do you most think needs to change potentially, or what are you most looking for to see progression from Leeds?
I'm excited. I think we'll win because I think we just have an overall better squad. Because I think Burnley got hit a lot during the international break. I mean, not the international break, the transfer window, like towards the end. And they haven't done well recently, have they? I don't think. I think they.
No, they haven't, mate. Nah, they're not in good form. You know, they're not in good form.
They lost their last 2.
Burnley. Oh yeah, they had half their squad. They the first 2 games they were top of the table, 8 points clear. They lost half their squad, got obliterated, and went on a terrible form. I think it was a draw and a loss, right? They lost to Sunderland, I believe. But yeah, really
they did. They lost to Sunderland, yeah, and I think they beat Luton, didn't they? On the first game,
they beat Luton 5-0 in the first couple games, and then they lost. They obviously went on the meltdown.
Yeah, exactly, and they had all them players, but now there's been a lot of churn, hasn't there? So now it's like they're more Champo level. Do you reckon Anthony will have a big say in this game, Matt, up against Bogle?
No. No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
No, so you think Bogle's going to pocket him?
Yeah, I think Bogle. I think he's improved defensively just throughout the last game he played, and I think he's got the ability to hold him out. Because I mean, it was the last game, right, where he got beat like once early on, and then all of a sudden he just became better defensively, and he was defensively better for the rest of the game. And I think he'll do the same thing. Because I mean, is Anthony that much? Oh, I'm going to regret saying this. Is he that much of a threat?
Oh, why'd you have to do that, mate? Why'd you come on? It was all going so well. It was going swimmingly. He's going to submerge us like that. Now he's going to go and score a flipping hat trick. He's going to go.
If you score, that's my fault. You guys can all come back. It's my fault.
Yeah, definitely will. You know.
So obviously, we've brought a lot of new signings in. We saw Solomon. We haven't necessarily seen so much of Tanaka or Ramadzani. How do you think we're going to line up tomorrow? How many of the new faces do you expect Falk to deploy?
I think Solomon plays because, of course, Dan James is out for the 4 weeks now. So I think Solomon plays. You could see maybe Tanaka playing instead of Gruev.
Okay.
I feel bad for Gruev because I think he's played all right, but he's played.
You think he'll bring him straight in, Matt?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he went on international duty, didn't he? So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's been playing in Asia, and he played against China and Bahrain. So opposite side of the world, a bit over by you. It'll be closer to you, will it? Over that way?
Probably.
No, it will. Yeah. No, I think it will be. Yeah. So it's like expecting you to come over here and then putting on your boots and saying, "Go on, Matt, go score a couple of goals." Do you know what I mean?
Why not, mate? You're a professional footballer. That's what you paid for, my son.
It's true.
You're off on your hollybobs, mate. You look like you've been having a tour in Asia yourself, Joe. So, and you're over here still performing. So, you know, what excuse he got on his hundreds of thousands?
That's right. It's just the jet lag, bro. This is the eyes from the jet lag, mate.
But no, how's your? If I had to ask you, like 1 to 10, my man Matt, I'm talking optimism right now. Obviously, we've heard a lot behind the curtain from Angus Kinnear recently. How are you feeling the club is right now in terms of like a position? You feeling optimistic, or do you still, or are you a bit? Yeah, things aren't quite adding up. 2 + 2 is equaling 3.5.
I'm optimistic. I think we'll go up this season, and in this game, I think we'll win. Like, I think we'll win this game. But like the main thing that's kind of made me like the whole Cooper leaving. And like the way I feel like they've still treated him terribly, like on the way out, like the club, which I don't think like they'll come out and say stuff like, "Oh, we did this, we did that," but it kind of like I'm still waiting for that. Like they haven't released like a big video, have they? I mean, for 10 years, you think that he should get more than a 2-minute compilation?
Yeah, I know, right? What do you reckon? Maybe at end of season we'll get like a what you call it?
I mean, Aileen got an interview, and he like that was in January.
Yeah. I think they'll do something. Surely, we might get a testimonial maybe at the end of the year. I think. You'd be like me, Matt. You'd be crying watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big. Love that. You happy Bamford's back?
Oh yes. Get on the score sheet. Come on.
What do you make of that? There's been a lot of debate about him recently. Do you think he should get much of a say-so in these next few weeks? Paddy.
Yeah. I mean, off the bench, he's I've heard people say he's our third best striker, but I don't agree with that. I think he's better than Pirro as a as a finisher, but as a striker, he's better than Pirro.
Pirro's not a striker for us. That's the thing.
I mean, he's a number 10, I guess. But
That's
I think and the whole new deal thing. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. Probably
it's bullshit,
probably
man.
But
bullshit.
Even people complaining about that for me,
it's bullshit, man.
But even
JT, don't stop it now.
Hey, even people complaining about that. If he gets it on reduced wages,
it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit anyway.
What are you trying to say, mate? Maybe there's a couple of pre-scheduleds again, Joe. Don't be saying something like that, my son.
We'll see. Cool. Right, before you go, mate, we've been asking everyone. Sorry, we've run over again, but that's our fault for just having a bit of a giggle. Score prediction for tomorrow and goal scorers.
I'll go 2-0. I think Aronson gets a goal, and let's go with someone let's go Bogle. Bogle gets a goal.
Nice, that would be nice.
Wow.
And before you go, do you
want
to tell people about your channel, mate?
Yeah.
Matt Leeds on YouTube. I do Leeds United content, all of that. I have a video coming out probably after the review about Liam Cooper because I didn't actually have the time to make a video on it, so I'll do that after. And all around just Leeds United content. Try to make as much content as possible at times. Sometimes it's hard, especially when there's no news or nothing to talk about. But so Matt Leeds on YouTube, so check it out.
There you go. Make sure you go check it out.
Amazing channel, I must say. If you want an Aussie perspective out there, get your ass over there to Matt Leeds on YouTube. Absolute living legend. Of course, acknowledges your tribal chief. And if any of you want to get this kind of Hall of Fame here blazing, then you got to acknowledge your tribal chief as well. Don't acknowledge this fraud to my side. Acknowledge this Don. But big up yourself, Matt. Thank you for coming on. Pleasure as always.
Big up, Matt. Legend. Thank you. There we go. There was Matt Leeds YouTube. Go check him out. If you want to come and join us, make sure you come in as well. Next, we've got Brendan Aronson's best mate. It's Mr. Scott Tedder. All the way from Germany. Still waiting on my coffee. Coffee, by the way. Still not
maybe if you paid him the tenner, he might give you it.
He hadn't asked for the tenner. How are we doing? How are we doing, buddy? You good?
It's on my list. I've got a post-it note with it on my list.
There you go. How long's this list, man?
Long. Too long.
Bigger than Joe's rap list. How are you? How are you, mate? How are you doing today?
How are you guys? Hang on. I'll do this.
Yeah. There we go.
Shout out Brid Massive. Shout out Matt Leeds. Good, man. How are you guys?
Good, mate. Good. Glad football's back, mate. Glad proper football's back.
More of a Beverly kind of guy, but
a horrible music choice, Joe. I made some notes, and then literally one note just says "shit music, Joe."
I agree.
Is that with the niche stuff when I had that on earlier on? Yeah, no, that was just my youth.
Someone put a comment just saying when it was waiting. It was like it was about 2 minutes past the thing, and someone just said Joe's on the shitter listening to his music.
Yeah,
and I was like, I can imagine. Yeah.
What music was it? Like Big Donk? You seem like one of those like old school raver Big
No,
Donk.
it was niche. Anyway, we don't have to. Yeah.
A lot of hand movements.
Yes, yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, speaking of cutting shapes, I want to get straight into tomorrow. We're talking triangles on the pitch, obviously. Hopefully, we see some more fluid football. Who do you think is going to be the talisman for Leeds United? If I had to say the key to Leeds United's win tomorrow against Burnley, you had to put your house on this man pulling us through. Who would it be?
Joseph.
Joseph, you think he's really going to come into his stride now?
I think it's going to be close. I'm going 3-2.
Yeah. What have you made of Joseph so far? Might I ask, this season?
He's growing into it. I still think he's finding his place. He's finding his place with everyone. You know, everyone's young. Everyone's growing into the team. I think there's going to be parts where people just don't know how they're actually fitting together. You know, a lot of young people trying to get the balls out and retrospectively. and just show where they're at in the team. And I think Joseph's in there. He's got the confidence. I think he's in there, ready to put it away. You all right, Joe?
Yeah, come on, man. Bit of respect, can you, Joe? Bit of respect.
No, I didn't mean it. No, it was just a lot of people.
Got to dig me out for my phone. How about you show some respect, my sunshine, to the get to.
It just made me laugh, bro. It made me laugh.
No,
Sorry,
it's all right,
it's immature. It was immature of me. I don't know if you missed. I don't know if you got what you said.
No, I thought it, but you know, I could.
Yeah, but you know, we're adults, so we didn't think to giggle like a petulant.
Someone's just
child.
texted me then saying "fucking child," but as soon as you said it, I was like, "Oh god, sorry, my bad."
No,
big
up,
right,
yeah.
But basically, there's been a lot of like he's been quite wasteful at times. I will say. Do you not think that's an issue potentially for Joseph and for Leeds?
Who hasn't been wasteful?
But he's our striker. Is that a concern for you, or do you think that's just because he's
young, though,
growing
isn't he?
into it?
Fucking hell! I mean, Bamford's old and he's wasteful. I mean, I don't know where it's at. I don't know who isn't wasteful in the team. You know.
But we're talking about the talisman to carry us through to the end of the season.
I'm turning to the Aronson guy, but Aronson's the one person who's, I mean, weirdly, as he was wasteful in that one opportunity, but. I think Solomon's going to be. I mean, I feel bad for Dan, but it's a good opportunity for the two new boys to show what they're at on the pitch. How long is he out for? Another 5? Well, I mean, it's going to be
4 weeks. They're saying other side of the international break.
Another 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you wonder.
Not great. Do you reckon he might struggle to get in, Scott?
I can imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck no. I mean, we've seen 10 minutes of Ramazani.
True.
We've seen a full game of Solomon. We're all saying that Gruweb's not going to get in when Tanaka starts playing, but now we're saying James isn't going to get in because we've seen 10 minutes of Ramazani, and I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It is I mean, ideally, I think Tanaka starts, I think everyone thinks it. It's like James is such a. I mean, you've done the Planet of the Apes meme enough times saying, imagine bringing James on the 70th minute when they've had to deal with Ramazani and Solomon all game. And then you bring Dan James on. And you've got some fucking 32-year-old right back that's getting put against Dan James. I can't see that being a nice position for him,
No, yeah, exactly. It's true.
The 10's still an issue. I mean, we've still got Pirro, but I mean, he's not the fastest, I'd say.
No, he's not not the greatest on the ball, is he? As well, like in terms of turn and.
Well, you've got to think. I mean, do you think defenders see Pirro either on the starting lineup or coming off the bench? Surely, some part of a Championship defender sees him coming on, and there's a bit of fear in him. Yeah. Either he's coming on the 70th minute or he's starting. I know we all downgrade him because we see him every day, but you've got to think Championship defenders see him coming on and there's a bit of fear that comes into him. You've got to change your game when you see him come on because you give him an ounce of space and he's putting it away. Yeah. We saw already they were celebrating when he got the ball miles away. They've already, they know he's scoring. So if you're a defender and he's coming on the 70th minute, even in a 10, we're all putting our heads in our hands and just thinking, oh, fucking hell, we've got to have better than this. But those defenders have got to be thinking, he's going to destroy us at this point.
100%. I think you're right, yeah. And he showed, didn't he, in that moment, like, if I get the ball in this area, it's gone in the back of the net.
How many minutes has he played this season so far?
Well, I can't tell you.
Exactly. Yeah. But you've got to think he's coming up against a defender. They're probably going to be thinking the same thing, We don't see him day in, day out. But defenders in the Championship, if you probably ask them, they're probably not particularly a fan of going up against someone like Joel Pereira.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, before we let you go, we have been asking what the score prediction is, but before that, I've just got another question. What do you think to JT's little go fast stripe in his eyebrow there?
Yeah,
I mean, I see you two. You two are really on the eyes today. I don't know. I mean, Joe's bags. I don't understand how.
I was getting
back to Selfridges. This guy, I agree, mate.
A ginger person, you're in a fucking tanning bed. A tanning bed for me is a ginger. That's torture. How are you getting there?
Can we go back to his go fast strike, please?
No one's agreeing with that, JT. It's not 1992.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, Backstreet's back. What's going on here?
Maybe that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hark back to when Leeds last won a major trophy. That's what I'm trying to do.
Good.
Yeah,
See what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Go on then, Scott. What's your
3-2. I think it's going to be tight. I don't know if it's going to be 3 up and they get 2 back and it's going to be etchy, but I can see it being tight.
Yeah.
I don't want to go for a draw. I think we're still going to win, but I don't think it's going to be as. I think it's going to be pretty open.
Good stuff. Legend, Scott. Look forward to me coffee.
I'm next week.
Okay.
JT, send me your address. I'll send you some coffee too, just so Joe's not the only one.
Actually. Oh, thank you so much.
You might get it. You might get it in 365 days.
I've been telling Joe for about 6 months, but no, this time I will.
I'm usually skeptical giving my address out, but I trust you. I trust you.
Give it to let Joe send me it or something. But easy.
Mate, he doesn't know my address. You think I trust this guy with my address? I trust you, not him.
It'd be better
south of Sheffield. Somewhere, JT at South. That's it.
That there,
at
London.
South Stand Stories. At South Stand Stories. That's what you need to be checking out. No, man. Thank you, man. Absolute pleasure.
Good stuff.
As
Scott,
always,
thanks
man.
again, matey. Cheers, buddy. There we go. There's Scott.
Always
Still waiting on our coffee, but we'll get there eventually, I'm sure.
Still waiting on our kid, mate.
Aye.
Trying to come at me for my stripe, lad. Who are you to come at me for my stripe?
Stripe, yeah. No, you rock it, bro.
You're fucking dusty webs, lad.
I just kept seeing you guys like, I'm gonna get him here. I'm gonna get him. Right, should we go up next? It's the I'm trying to think he's just the longest running member ever on my channel.
A stalwart, the OG of
the
all
OG, actually. Yeah, that
the
is a
pioneer of the channel, the first to come, the last to leave the scene, the man, the myth, the legend. First here, never gone, never fear. Get him in here. It's
Ethan.
Ethan, how are you, my brother?
Oh, are you?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, have you got the new third strip on there, Ethan?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you?
Have you got with strips, mate?
What's my
strips and stripes, mate? What's your obsession, mate?
No, he's got the new third shirt. It's a nice shirt, man.
Yeah.
Did you get the new? Have you seen the new ones that are out tonight, Ethan?
Yeah.
Did you get them?
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll have to wait for that one. We'll have to wait. How have you been then, mate? Have you enjoyed the international break?
No, I go knock in. I go no wow we need it. I get go near gni. Nah, it go tea. Go no go we get tea.
We don't need it, do we? Especially after what? How many? I think we played. Have we played 4 games? Even 3 or 4?
4 games. 4 games.
4 games.
Yeah,
4 games, and then we've got an international break already. It's annoying. And then obviously the international breaks last year, we got injured players from it as well, which is frustrating.
We don't have that time. We can't go in that go. We were terrible.
We were terrible. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were screwed up. It always comes when we're in hot form, doesn't it? We were hot garbage at the beginning of the year. We bring some signings in. We're cooking. I can see what he's doing. He's cooking. Bang, international break just to swipe it away at the last second. It's typical Leeds, isn't it?
Yeah, typical.
JT. I was going to say JT then.
Losing his mind.
Ethan, what did you what have you made to what Leeds United have got now the transfer window shut? Like, what have you thought about it?
It could go. It could go. It could get good. No, a tea who got gone now away.
Yeah, good squad, right? Good squad. We've got more than enough to be up there. Would you have liked that number 10?
Yeah, of course. If we keep getting another, we can need go now away.
Yeah.
That's what we go soccer.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think to Burnley then? What have you made to their start? Obviously, like we were saying before, they've they've struggled. They got that first win against Luton, and they're not that great. What do you think to Burnley and Scotty Parker?
Nigga, I you go. I will go away, go gaga. He not a will go now in our good. He go attack again now. Who hold you get up attack again. That yeah, you go to Gertie. He will tell Gertie. He get tell a good. We go what Gertie. Got nowhere. Okay, go. You want to go? They got a goal. Got a call. He get they go a will tell. They will go down. They got a goal. Nè, Gar O'Neill, K a goal, a key no.
Yeah. So you bang on, because that's the thing in it. Like, obviously he's had a Fulham. He got Fulham promoted, like you mentioned, and then he's got Bournemouth promoted. Said, do you know what? I don't think this squad's good enough. We need extra bodies in. And then obviously Gary O'Neill, like you just mentioned, he came in and he kept them up, didn't he, Bournemouth? So I think. Do you think he's a good championship manager?
Yeah,
though?
go talk again. Go he not. He get here good now. Go he not.
Yeah, thinks he's a good manager, but he's not. Yeah, is that what we're saying?
Well, he's had a bad track record. I mean, he seems to have a bit of a issue disciplinary wise in terms of like his players and stuff. He always seems to be falling out with them for some reason. Daniel Farke, on the other hand, not quite so much. He seems a bit almost, I don't know if it's to say too passive sometimes as a fan watching it. But what have you made of Daniel Farke so far? Do you think he's the man for Leeds United? Do you think he's been performing well enough with this squad? Or do you think that this is really crunch time now where, you know, the excuses have to go? Like, what have you made of him so far?
Yeah, why now? Good. We had to go up the gear. We go now, go Error will go. Error.
Yeah. If you don't go up,
if we don't go up, if we don't go up, then obviously no excuses. He has to go. But how long would you give him? How long would you take it? Obviously, this is our biggest test of the season. So even if we don't win necessarily, okay, people aren't going to be throwing baby out with the bathwater, because, you know, it is Burnley. They are one of the tougher teams, but you would still expect us to win. But how long would you give us if performances don't start to really improve? Like, would you say Christmas? Would you say 10 games? Like, what's your sample size?
Go with Kitner.
Yeah, Christmas. Go with Christmas and then assess it then.
Yeah.
Would you wait till after January, or would you then think, do you know what? Let's bring in a new manager and let him have January.
No, gone away.
Yeah.
Gone and done.
Yeah, gone and done. Gone in the bin. Ethan, how do you see the game going tomorrow, my man?
Well, not okay. That she went to Ike. Not nearly the goalkeeper went to Ike. Well, not all the gonna had that. Aki, you know, good Aki. He walked a wheel good. Good gaga. Get he walk. I get he will go a goal. Aki today. I need to know. It could. Good. Nina got hole. I can Nina go away if they walk. Call it a hole, and we got a hole. They get at the iggy. And you actually know they get a good game. Good. A good we win. They want to go with 2-0.
So they've lost a few players. Went to Ipswich, some of the better players, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously, we're at home. We should still win this game, right? You say 2-0.
Yeah. 2-0.
Well, give me some goal scorers, mate. Come on. I want to get excited here. 2-0's feeling good. Clean sheets looking nice. Who's on that score sheet, though? Come on.
I go away. Go out. I go away.
Oh, Joseph and Pirot. Joel, Pirot, and Joseph.
You said Pirot, yeah? I thought you'd said Pirot there. Whoa. Good stuff then. Ethan, are you still doing your channel, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell people about the channel?
Well, who go? I go Ninage Koga. I go Gertie Koga. Chakage Koga. Go Gertie who go all go weekly.
Yeah, all football, yeah.
Yeah, Chakage well.
Mate, I don't know the name of the...
It's Hill Football, right? HILL Football. Hill Football. Yeah. Go show some love to Ethan Football.
Big time, show some love. I don't know the number of videos, but this guy pumps out content like no other. Every day I'm seeing a new video posted, sometimes even multiple a day. So make sure you go check him out, man. This guy putting the graft in and some quality stuff, and go and support him, because this guy is as passionate of a Leeds fan as I've ever met. So thank you for coming on as always, man. Absolutely.
Thank you, Ethan. Cheers, buddy. Have a nice evening, mate. Thanks very much. There we go. Big up to Ethan. A lot of love for Ethan. Always supports every single Leeds United content creator. He's a salt of the earth. So big up to Ethan, and a regular attender at Ellen Road as well. Right. Okay. Next up, we have Mr. J Racer. Mr. J Racer.
Oh, yeah. My man. How is he?
Evening, Joe. Evening, JT. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Beautiful. I'm excited for this one. I don't even need to ask any questions. I'm just going to sit back and let the maestro do the business. How are you feeling?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely fine. Looking forward to going to the game tomorrow as well. Probably managed to get a ticket for the game as well. And every time I've been, we've never lost a game. So hopefully, I haven't bloody jinxed that now. I've got mentioned that. So hopefully that's a good performance tomorrow.
Yeah. We've met before. I always say it, don't I, J Racer? We met before in Billy's bar. You're the good luck omen. I can't remember what game that was, but we must have won, because you never lose when you go. Can you remember?
Exactly, mate. How often do you go, out of curiosity?
So I try and go whenever I can. So I don't have a season ticket, but I do have one of those membership ones. So it's the first. I went to the Valencia game in pre-season. That was great fun. Saw George's goal. That was really nice. Yeah, that put him on the map. So I just try and go whenever I can.
So what? But the reason I was asking that,
the tickets can be a scramble.
It can, which is what I was going to lead on to. Obviously, we've heard a lot of news about the stadium expansion. We haven't really spoken about that too much today. 53,000 seats. Is this something you're optimistic about? You know, because obviously it might be slightly easier to get hold of tickets, or do you fear that it could take away from the atmosphere and the classic feeling of Ellen Road that you love?
So I think they're just going to develop it. I think from what I remember, the plans were to kind of develop it sort of like Anfield. So they're still retaining the atmosphere. So I don't think there's any chance in hell that anyone will be moving us to like a boring corporate bowl that's like right in the middle of nowhere. It's probably closer to say somewhere like Tadcaster than Leeds, which at that point might as well call it Tad Albion 2.
Move it to Brid with Bosnas. We could go to Brid.
My northern geography really lets me.
Or even better, move it to Grimsby, so that Gabe has a home team to follow. Because we all know he loves Grimsby. He's always talking about it. He won't stop. He won't shut up about it. All because of their fish and chips.
Yeah, I love that.
Grimsby is a beautiful place and a great movie. Ironically, is a really great movie. Sacha Baron Cohen classic.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish.
Oh, mate, you're delusional.
It's one of his worst. It's one of his worst.
You are delusional, man.
Yeah,
This guy doesn't know ball. This guy doesn't know ball. But someone who does know ball, obviously, J Racer, my man, who's going to be racing in and out of the sticks for Leeds United tomorrow. Who are you starting? Do you expect to see any changes against Burnley, or do you think we're going to go with pretty much the same lineup as last time?
I think we'll probably go with as much the same lineup as possible. Whoever comes out, and whoever comes in their place will probably be down to whoever's got the most fatigue out of all of our foreign players have been away on international duty. So I think the biggest chance of a change will probably be maybe Tanaka for Gruev, because I think Gruev played most of the minutes in both of these games, and Tanaka will be relatively fresh. So I think it probably comes down to whoever's the fittest. And of course, Farker did. I think Farker's probably kind of like giving us a little teaser with how he went on about Tanaka in the press conference as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I think it'll be mostly the same.
Yeah, I think it will as well, mate. It wouldn't surprise me if it's exactly the same lineup that we saw against against Hull City. What did you make to Sheffield United tonight? I know you were watching some of the channel earlier on. What do you reckon?
Fluky. They got away.
Yeah.
They credit to them, they did take the chances where Hull couldn't even get a shot on target of just messing about in the final third too much. Having said that, though, that probably also just goes to show how bad Hull were. But the Blunts weren't that. The Blunts were very lucky. They weren't that much better. But that just, that's.
Who's our biggest worry so far, J Racer? Jack's just mentioned something where he said, "Don't worry." But is there anyone in the Championship early doors that you are a little bit worried about?
Probably not at this stage. Let's see if Sunderland do drop off the cliff, because obviously they've got a good manager, so maybe they're sort of having like the Bielsa stroke Kieran probably not to quite the same extreme, but obviously Reggie Labrie is a good coach. But again, Sunderland don't have the depth. So once we come to say the tougher months, same with the Blunts as well. That'll be the biggest test for them. But I think they'll 100%. Probably be there or thereabouts in the playoffs at the very least.
Yeah, great knowledge, J Racer. Before we finish up, mate, let's get your score prediction and scorers for tomorrow.
I'm going for 2-0. A ruthlessly aggressive defended clean sheet. And also for the scorers, Joseph and Nyonto.
I love that you know that we knew who you were, what you were doing. The WWE.
I mean, not a good person to reference, ironically, amidst allegations going on right now. But a hell of a man. Huh?
I didn't know about.
I'm a certified billionaire.
You know, that's what the ruthless aggression was, mate. You think
no, it's Cena, man. Cena, no?
Yeah, no, there was the Cena promo, but I thought he was going more Vinnie Mac.
No, I was doing Cena. Surely you were doing Cena.
Who was it?
I was definitely Vince McMahon. I did love his
oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I could tell by the bass in the voice it was a Vinnie Mac.
Okay.
It's like an injury time. I start yelling, blow the damn whistle, Montreal screw job style.
No, flipping.
There we go.
I mean, a new documentary coming out, which should be good.
Yeah,
to see
it should be good.
But flipping, legend, mate, legend, fucking quality. Every time you come on, man, it brings a smile to my face.
Yeah.
You got great energy about you, man. I love talking to you.
And
hopefully, I've been looking for a good couple of names to put on my bet builder. So maybe you're backing Nonto strong, yeah.
Yeah, backing him strongly, and also Joseph.
All right. Yeah. There's a lot of
legends
to provide the assist.
There we go, Joseph assist, and there we go. We'll see you again soon, brother. Nice one, J Race. Have a good night, mate. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye. There we go. What a legend. Everyone's a legend. Everyone said, it's a legend. So then, boom, everyone's always a legend. I always think about that. But yeah, great guest. Always great crack as always.
Whoa.
Yeah, this guy definitely is a legend who's coming up next. It's everyone's favourite. I mean, he won't mind me saying it, I don't think. He might shout at me, maybe. It's everyone's favourite old-timer. Oh, God.
That's uncalled for, mate.
Is that uncalled for? We'll find out.
It's my favourite. He's flipping. He thinks he's Kendall Jenner now, does he? All right, come on, get him in here.
It's everyone's favourite old-timer. It is, of course, Rick. Rick, how we doing, my man?
We're doing great, Joe.
Good stuff. Let me move these cameras out. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's things then, Rick? We've missed you, mate.
For an old timer.
Yeah. You're all right with old timer? You all right?
Yeah, I don't mind that, mate.
Good stuff.
I wouldn't say old timer, mate. I would say experienced veteran. That's what I would say. A knowledgeable guru of the sport. Are you feeling? What did you make of Angus's Kinnear's interview yesterday? Obviously, you've been quite unhappy with the ownership and everything going on. It was a bit of a tell-all. He let know a lot of secrets behind the scenes potentially. What did you make of it? I don't know if you've got a chance to see it.
It's a lie, JT. It's purely media fed. He goes on there to answer questions what everybody wants to hear and won't put the 49ers or any of his gaffers in this shit. Talks crap, mate.
That's right. Have you had a chance to watch it all then, Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will have done what? Yeah. Yeah. So what did you make out? I mean, what bits stood out to you? Does any bit stand out to you? Or?
I can't believe him, Joe. He should have gone when the rest of them, when Radrizzani and that prick Orta, when they went, he should have gone as well.
Yeah.
How can you get any confidence in that man? I can't.
But do you not admire the courage at least? But it took a lot of courage to come out. You don't see too many CEOs or members of board of directors actually coming out in the public firing line like that to take criticism. Do you not like admire that to a certain degree?
Are you kidding?
No,
get him told, Rick. Get him told, man.
It's a public relations exercise. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Have you got any confidence that he's telling the truth? He'll go through a sheet. Right, this is what they're going to ask you. This is what you got to reply. This is what they're going to ask you. This is what you got to reply. Bullshit.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how they run their forums out there. Yeah, there could be something like that. I maybe I'm being naive. Maybe I'm not being naive. One of the things he did touch on, obviously, the stadium, the expansion. You are someone who probably gone to Ellen Road through decades ago, years ago. You've been there through a lot of great times. Are you happy about that, or would you rather keep the stadium as it is, or do you look forward to potentially bringing in more seats?
Right, let's expand the stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we get memberships, so you can get a season ticket. My ass. How many times you're on a waiting list? Where are you in that waiting list? Tell me where you are.
I don't know.
Am I 20th? Am I 1,000th? Am I 10,000th?
So true.
There needs to be some transparency of where I am. Else why bother taking me money every year?
Yeah.
And what does it lead to?
Like where I am. Yeah, Rick, where's that money gone? I put my son on it. And I think it was only a tenner, I think, at the time. But like you see, you've got a good point. And he said he would look at it, whether he will or not. But let's say there's 20-odd thou on that. It's a hell of a lot of money that's just gone where? Who knows? And then these gold memberships are £75 a month, I think they are now. And yeah, I don't know that side of it. And he said, like, we did the same at Arsenal. We did the same at West Ham. Well, we're not Arsenal. We're not West Ham, are we? Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about that waiting list thing. It was, it's a bit mad, isn't it? Like that we don't know where it's.
There's no accountancy for that.
Yeah.
Give me somewhere where you can account for it. Tell me where I am, and then I'll decide whether it's worth it to renew again.
Yeah.
Rather than just putting it in the space bubble somewhere. Oh yeah, you're going to get considered. My ass is going to get considered.
Wait, is it 20 quid a year?
No. Well, it was mine was just one payment to go on.
Oh, that's what I thought. I was getting scared. I'm thinking, am I losing extra money that I haven't been accounting for it? Living got me shaking there. What are your thoughts? Obviously, the club seemed to be in a bit more of a positive spell. We spoke before the whole game, obviously, and it was a hell of a performance. We haven't spoken since then. Are you feeling better with Leeds' situation right now? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, with signings they've got, I feel better for it.
And Pirro scored as well. Pirro scored, Rick.
JT said in the comments, he works better in space. We've dropped a right bullet. We've signed a bastard astronaut.
I don't remember saying that.
Go on, Rick.
I don't remember saying anything of the sort. I mean, I did say that Lionel Messi had Joel Perot posters on his wall. Oh, J Racer. Oh, right.
There you go. He works better in space. Rick says
he's an astronaut.
There you go. See, Rick's too quick for you, JT. Rick's too quick for you. You need to catch up.
He's got more lines than your local Wetherspoons, this guy. But who's impressed you the most? Who's come in and they've zapped the club, given them some life? Who's impressed you out of everyone that's come?
I'd like to see more of the new signings. Your Ramazanis. I think Schmidt's going to be a ball of fire.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Would you put him straight in, or do you think
I'd put him in
over who?
He can go anywhere. He's like the modern day Paul Madeley for me.
Love that. Love
Over
that.
to
It's
anyone
gonna
that
be
does
good.
Even
know who
gold
Paul
does.
Madeley is. Yeah. So, but would you put him? Would you put him over Bogle? I mean, it's talk of him potentially even replacing Firpo. Could be a backup for him. Where would you exactly like? Who do you think you'd put him in over?
Looking at it now, I wouldn't put it anywhere because the team's so settled.
Yeah.
And I think you've got to go with a settled team. But as soon as a little jink in the armour comes, he can drop in anywhere he
Of
wants.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Got a good squad now, haven't we, Rick? Got a good squad.
Brilliant squad.
Yeah. Do you see us as favourites, Rick?
Yeah, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah. And Farker's got to get it right this year, hasn't he?
By the
Got to get
way-
it right now.
Oh, that is
Nice, mate.
Was
Nice.
that Boca Junior shot or something?
Boca Juniors, I want a smiley badge for it to cover the Boca Juniors one.
Nice. You'll have to get one done, eh? Have to
Yeah.
get one done. Have you liked the new the new white one they've released? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Yeah, it's like, I think it's sold out already, you know. 75 quid, mind.
What, that long sleeve one?
Yeah, it's gone already, yeah.
Really?
Online,
It's
apparently.
expensive,
Yeah.
that, Joe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's expensive, mate. Very expensive. 75 quid.
Yeah, they're mugging us off. It's because they know we've lived with Kappa and all of that dross for the past like 10 years of our existence. So now they're just rinsing us for every penny we have. So you know, bloody marketing, huh? Marketing 101. What's your score prediction for tomorrow, Rick?
As ever,
Scores on the doors.
as ever, 3-0.
Nice.
Ooh,
Give us the
any scores?
scorers.
Joseph 2, Pascal Strauk.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh,
I like that.
What, from a set piece? Think we'll finally score a set piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He gets on the end of them. His movement's left. He gets on the end of them, but
The jinx is going.
yeah. Yeah.
I'll take
We're
that.
gonna go.
I like that.
Yeah.
I rate that.
Rick, you're a legend as always, mate. Everyone's favourite old timer. We will see you again soon, yeah?
You will indeed, Joe.
Rick,
We
thank
will.
you so much, matey.
See you, man.
Cheers,
Thanks
buddy.
for
care,
coming
lads.
on. Absolute pleasure. Take care.
There we go. There's Rick, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. Everyone's favourite old timer. Big up to Rick.
mate.
What? No, he said he didn't mind. If he'd have said no, I do mind it, I wouldn't have. Right, let's move this back in. We've got 3 more up. Okay, so should we get from everyone's favorite old timer to everyone's favorite top knob? It's
What?
Mr. Sean
Sorry,
Ela.
sorry, what? What did I just hear? That's a bit
How are we
mad.
doing, Sean?
All right, Joe. All right, JT.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you?
How
man?
did Ireland get on during international break?
Oh,
How did you get on? Do you know?
MP4?
Yeah.
I wasn't
How
watching
did?
it.
How
mate.
did, wait,
I think Ireland got on well, mate.
Wait. How did Jack Grealish and Declan Rice get on during Euros? During the international break?
Euro?
That's what I'm saying. Very well. I think Ireland got on very well. I think from what I remember, 2 Irish people scored a goal in a winning match, and an Irish manager won a match 2-0. So I think that Ireland got on phenomenally
JT.
This
Thank you,
international
JT.
break. Yeah.
At least someone's backing me up.
I wasn't backing you up, mate. I was actually quite the opposite.
Do you know what? Right, me and Sean, we talked. Sean was messaging me on Instagram saying, "Oh, I'm watching the game." I said, "Yeah." Anyway, he goes, "Oh no!" And I just sent him a voice note, me going, "Didn't I, Sean?" I was just laughing for ages. He must have been raging at me.
I wasn't, because we didn't deserve it. We didn't play well enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're never going to expect to get anything out
Once
of
you
an
have
England team.
someone, I said it to you when we were chatting during the week about on the what day was it? The Saturday, wasn't it? The day again.
Yeah.
And I said to any team that has Robbie Brady still at left back at international at that level, it has to be someone else. You know what I mean? He's a left back in the whole country that can do better than Robbie Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to see if Junior Firpo's got any Irish heritage or something like that, mate. See if you can get Junior
I take. Well, he could be a new number 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 10, number 9 even. I would potentially
He
throw
can
him
play
in there.
wherever he wants.
See his assist, mate. That assist was different gravy. The way he
that's what we're
snapped the
missing.
ball across there.
That's what we're missing.
Well, it's what we've been missing, but if he can
Yes.
keep getting himself forward like
Yes,
that,
I think.
whoa, what an attack, mate. That left-hand side is different gravy. So speaking of him, obviously, it's been starting for Leeds United every week. Lineup. You want to make any changes? You confident with the way things are going?
I'd stick with a winning. I'd stick with a winning team. Barry, stick with a winning team. There's no point in changing around them.
But obviously, Nonto picked up a little knock as well. Is that something that worries you?
He seemed to have played the second match, though, no?
Yeah,
it's not. 10 minutes to go.
There's no problem there, I don't think.
No, there's no problem with that.
No.
As far as I've heard.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go.
I can always stick with a winning team because the key to a winning team is getting that consistency.
Yeah.
And playing that same, so they can get used to playing with each other. If you start changing players and whatever, they don't get used to playing with each other.
Mm. And do you like the 11 that we've got? Do you think that's a solid enough, Sean?
Yeah, and I think the whole squad's solid enough.
Yeah.
I think
all roads lead now to who?
You know who.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Who.
Yeah. You'll be on me, won't you? You'll be on me if he doesn't.
I hope not.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah. I listened to the thing I want to say about the Kinnear interview was about him saying about the number 10. I kind of get what he was trying to say in the sense of there's no point of if you can't. He's looking at players that can make that jump to the Premier League.
But what about Salai, who's gone to that team in Turkey for 5 million?
He's gone to that team in Turkey. I don't want that.
No, but my point is, if he's gone there for 5, then we could have bought him. Do you see what I'm saying?
I thought that was more he didn't want to come, right?
No, well, maybe it was.
I thought that's what I was. That's what I was led to believe was that Salai didn't want to drop down.
I'd be thinking of someone that can. That I'd be looking at someone that's got Premier League experience. You know what I mean? And I think he's got enough to get us out of this league. So I think I'd rather wait, get us out of this league, and then go spend the money on a quality number 10 that we can get that we know can play in the Premier League, that's got Premier League experience, and instead of gambling on Hamer.
But is it not more of a gamble to not get promoted, though? Because then you're losing even more players.
But with the team that we have, we should be getting promoted anyway. It should make a difference. We've got enough players to play in that position.
Arguably,
we've got Aronson. We've got Perot can play number 10. He can play number 9. He can. Solomon can play number 9. Number 10. Willie can play number 10.
Yeah, well, listen, but this is all on paper. You know, I'm saying if we miss out by 1 or 2 points, we miss out on a couple of crucial games again.
But Willie,
then everyone will be sat saying a different story.
But Willie has played number 10. He's played through the middle for Italy. He's used to playing there, and he played there against Sheffield Wednesday, and I think that was arguably his best game this season. Was through the middle as a number 10.
It kind of does, but don't you think it takes away from Brendan Aronson's game a little bit when Brendan Aronson is forced out wide and Nonto's occupying the central areas more?
They can do what they did against Sheffield Wednesday, but they kind of switched.
Yeah,
you don't need to stick to it. There's not Jesse Marsh where you stick to it, same magicians, and just that's it.
Yeah,
no, it's fine and dandy, but I mean,
it's quite fluid, isn't it? It's quite fluid.
Yeah, it is, but I thought, as you said, Sheffield Wednesday it worked. I thought against Hull there was some question marks with Nonto in the 10 a bit too much, and Aronson forced out wide and kind of isolated from the game. But you know, you have to see it's a small sample size.
It'd be interesting to see when we get going. When we start bringing the likes of Ramazani in and Solomon, if they can if they constantly switch and change, right, it's not working for me at the moment. Out wide or through the middle.
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
And even if it's gone well, just constantly do it. It'll confuse the
Bamboozle them, won't it?
Bamboozle them, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I do.
Because you've got enough speed, you've got enough quality to do it.
We do, Sean. You bang on the money. Let's get your score prediction for tomorrow, and your scorers.
I think 2-0, and I think it's going to be Joseph double. Joseph with 2.
Yeah,
I think he's got himself going now. He's got that first goal. He's got that over that hump, and he's done very well. He's got a goal assist for Spain in the during the international break. He's on flying form.
Yeah,
good
stuff. Right, Sean, my man. Thanks as always for jumping on, brother.
Absolute legend.
And I'll speak to you tomorrow, hopefully. See you in a bit, my man.
Okay. See you soon, man. Thanks for coming on. Have a good day.
There we go. Big up to Sean there. Let's quickly.
A lot of people going for Joseph, mate. I might have to put him on the old bet builder. It's let me down a few times this year, Joseph, but everyone's backing him. He is on fine form.
He is. Let's bring in the goal that is Christopher Spofford Chapel. Big up, my man. I haven't seen you for a few weeks. Where have you been?
I've just been hiding, man.
Oh, hiding, yeah. Where?
International duty, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, I hear you. Unlike your beard, because someone didn't cop out on growing a beautiful beard, like Joe on the other hand. That is
a full African sunset.
It is beautiful.
How's things, brother?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. When we were talking about the transfer window, you were all saying, "What do you rate?" and everything like that, and I were properly just like, "I don't care what happens. It's a 1." I still don't think we've got players for right positions. We desperately needed a creative 10 that could pick a pass and split teams up, which we haven't had since Hernandez.
I think there's a shout for it, mate. 100%. We've struggled, haven't we? And the club said they wanted Emi Buendia. They looked at who else was it? There was another name. Was it Hamer as well?
Come on, Joe. You aren't going to believe that line. Come on.
No, I know. I thought
I believe it. I believe that they looked at it, and I've got a couple of videos coming out. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't believe that Emi Buendia was a realistic target by Leeds, but obviously it was presumed that he was turned down pretty quickly.
A realistic target is me losing 5 stone in a week compared to Buendia coming to Leeds.
No, of course it wasn't realistic, but they did arguably put him on the short list. But with the players that we have now, do you think it's enough? Would you consider us favourites? Obviously, you still don't think we've got that out and out number 10. You've just made your point very clear. You don't think we had a good transfer window, but do you think the squad is good enough?
I think it's the best squad in depth. So if we do have any injuries, we've got places that are covered, just not a 10 or striker.
But those are very key positions, though. And
which
do you think that's going to come to cost us, or do you think that?
I think we might just have enough quality to go past that.
Yeah,
I don't think it is as detrimental as last season where we were relying on Somerville to score us goals because nobody else could score.
Yeah.
Everybody's banging on about how good Joseph is, and I like Joseph. Don't get me wrong, but he's missed quite a few big chances. He's doing exactly what Bamford does, but because Bamford's toxic towards Leeds fans, it's like, Joseph's miles better. Well, so far he's not proved to be miles better. He just looks quicker and sharper at the minute.
Yeah, and he has a lot more energy about him. Would you feel confident hanging your hat on him for the entire season as Leeds' number 9?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
Have you not seen a consistent improvement in terms of his games over the past 4 or 5?
I do, but he's not a natural goal scoring finisher.
Yeah.
You don't think, what about that goal where he cuts in for against Hull? The ball comes in from Solomon, he gets across his man, and then pokes it into back at net. You don't think that's a good finish?
I didn't say it wasn't a good finish. I've just said he's not a natural finisher.
You think he's more of an? I think what he's saying is more instinctive, perhaps, kind of like Cavani.
And he's not clinical.
Instinctive. So when he has time to think, sometimes he can maybe panic and overthink it and mess it up. But when it's all instinctive and it's coming quickly, there's a lot of strikers like that, and you can obviously have a great career out of that.
But hopefully now he's got his first goal under his belt and he's not as nervous when he gets them opportunities where he's one-on-one or have a bit of space and he's got time to think. He doesn't think, oh, I haven't scored a goal yet, I need to score. So maybe that might be relaxing him a little bit more.
Yeah, potentially. I think he's great, me. Like, and hopefully, like you said, he hopefully now Christopher will go on and score goals and continue to find the back of the net. Let's hope.
Well, I did bag Nonto against Hull because, he does different things and he looks decent, but his attitude stinks, man. He just needs to understand referees are going to pin him for him diving up floor left, right, and centre because he got pinned last year for it, and that referees have seen it and they're going to, do you know what? No, you've dived. 9 times out of 10, he's been kicked, but they're not seeing that, and then he's complaining and he's going to get himself sent off.
I know there does seem to be some that seem like us really, really petulant, right? And he can be at times. Maybe that's his youth or whatever. Do you think
he was lucky not to get sent off for that tackling last game where he jumped in 2-footed because he just referee had not given him a foul. He was complaining and then he just dived in. And if that had been at Premiership and he went to VAR, he completely missed ball and caught him quite high on his shin.
Yeah, I can't remember the challenge. My memory's
no, but he is a bit of a
Yeah, he can be petulant.
I mean, a hothead, but I like it, to be fair. I think you need a bit of that. And as you said, I think it is a bit unfair because he is someone that does get kick lumps out of him the entire game, and the referees don't seem to see a lot of it. And then, as a player, you can be incentivized to go down. So I can see both sides. As a small guy myself who usually gets quite a lot of kicks in a football match, I probably do a similar thing to him. Obviously, I'm not the caliber of Wilfred Nonto. I'm not a professional footballer.
Look at the difference though with Aronson. He gets kicked all over and everybody says, oh, he's paperweight, he's lightweight, get him away, get him off the team. But because it's Nonto, he's allowed
but
to
Nonto fights back though. That's the thing. As you said, with his reckless challenges and stuff, he puts himself about a bit more. I think he's a bit more of a physical presence than Aronson.
Yeah, but you don't want that when you're getting sent off and you don't have 10 men, do you? You need to think a little bit more.
You do. But usually he plays the fine rope. So what have you made of him so far? Do you think his position could potentially be up for grabs for someone like Ramazzani or Solomon or other players? Do you think Nonto is someone who has to worry about potentially being displaced out of the side?
Not particularly, because I think there's nobody else who'll play his left position as good as he will play that left position.
Solomon?
I think he's on Dan James's side. It looked miles better than Dan James. I like Dan James, but he's going to be a killer sub. He's going to come on at 70 minutes going against a 33-year-old right back, and he's going to be tired, isn't he? So that's where I'd see Dan James at minute. I'm looking forward to see Tanaka more. He came on for that last 10-minute spell and it was just like different gravy. He was like Ampadu last year. He controlled ball and just passed it about, whereas I'm not too keen on Ampadu this year. He just keeps getting away.
Wow, bloody hell. Christopher, you've come and you've put some zingers on tonight. You've give a lot for people to think about. Ahead of tomorrow, though. Yeah, opinions. That's what it's all about. Ahead of tomorrow, mate. Give us your score prediction and your scorers.
3-1 Leeds. Going to go for Solomon, Aronson and Joseph.
There we go. Happy days. Christopher, you're a legend as always.
Absolute
Thank you for coming on, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, mate.
See you, brother. Bye.
Bye. There we go. There was Christopher. Big up to Christopher.
Hey, listen. By the way, to the chat as well, this is the name of the game. All right, not everyone's going to be positive. You've got to hear other opinions. You've got to play devil's advocate. You've got to lean into things. He's come in with a different opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean it's invalid. You know, maybe in a few games' time, more people will be agreeing with him. This is the way football goes. You know, it's the same way
it goes with JT.
It's the way it goes with me. Listen, Perot, for example, last year, I said it a few games in. I said, why is this guy playing in the 10? He doesn't fit the system. Everyone crucified me, including Joe, including everyone. I had big debates with everyone. Yeah. And guess what happened? Now everyone's singing to the same tune. So listen, you know, so just let things go. And when I was also interviewing someone else, and I was talking about Joseph and saying he's a bit profligate. You gotta ask the questions, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that's mine or Joe's views. We're just here to ask the questions today. We ain't here to give the answers. Whoever's coming next is the fine gentleman who's here to give the answer. Or lady.
Yeah. Well, it's the last. It's our last caller of the night. And I think you all know him anyway. He's been sat waiting patiently. It's Mr. Joe Blackburn. Hello, Joe.
Oh, is it?
Sorry, JT. Do we have beef that I'm not aware of?
No.
That you mentioned earlier on?
No, you threw a proposal out last week. You said you knew 3 certain people. You threw a certain proposal of 3 people for me. That's all I'm saying, mate. You gave me a very interesting proposal. I said maybe I could do with that right about now. But, you know, we'll talk about that off air, my man.
yes.
Let's just talk about that.
Right, yeah. Sorry, right.
Joking. It was a joke. It was a shit joke, and you had to fucking expose it and drag it out, mate. Flipping heck, man. It was just a real shit joke in the moment.
You made me all paranoid for a few minutes there. Yeah.
You get so paranoid, mate. He's even messaged me on Instagram as well. I seen it. I was going to reply to it after. He's like, mate, are you getting me worried here, mate? I was making a shite joke. I was trying to do Joe and just make a joke that was really painfully unfunny, but unfortunately, Joe Wayman, that is not Joe Blackburn. How are you though, man? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I finished work like 10 minutes ago, and I've just been sat in the queue, being like, yeah, it's not a nice time. Hearing some opinions, some I agree with, some I don't quite understand, but fair enough. Everyone's entitled to.
Exactly. That's what football's about, isn't it, Joe B? That's what football's about. Joe B, yeah. Happy Bamford's back in the squad.
Am I allowed to talk about that here?
You are,
just
man. Of course you are.
Okay,
not the other guy.
Speak
about him. He's not the other guy here. Speak about him.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard someone mentioning earlier that like Bamford's profligate. Bamford scored more goals per 90 than anyone else in our squad last season in all competitions.
It's impressive.
Come on, listen, I love Bamford as much as the next guy. You know, I was one of the people banging on the drums, get Bamford in the side along with you. I was there. I was like the Speedo guy from Crystal Palace banging on that drum. But the guy is profligate, let's be honest.
Oh, I'm not saying starting. I'm not saying starting by
I'm not even against starting him, but he is profligate.
I think there's a balance.
Listen, we can all twist stats, but he is profligate.
I think there's a balance because, like, he misses chances, but he also sort of is the one that if he's not there, we don't create them in the first place.
No, of course, that's a different argument, and I agree with that. But the profligate point, I would say, listen, mate,
I hear you, used the wrong word. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you know what's mad, right? Like, I'm just thinking as you're talking about there, and I think about profligacy. Love that word. And I think about that chance against Leicester. But then I also think to a bygone era when he scored that hat-trick against Aston Villa. Do you remember them goals, man? Oh, there was nothing about them goals.
Phenomenal.
They were unreal, weren't they? I wonder whatever happened. What do you reckon it was? Why do you think he's fallen off so much? Is it injuries?
I think it's just injuries because the issue that a lot of people have is availability and stuff. Because the reason people were pissed off last season was he missed the end of the season because of an injury. Like I imagine if he's there for the end of the season, we probably get the points that we need because we looked a lot better with him in the starting 11.
Do we go along with this? Because I really don't go along with that. But a lot of people say that about it being because it was an empty stadium. That's why he got 17 goals.
If you can tell me how empty the stadium was between the 1st of January and the 4th of April last year, where we didn't lose when he started a match, then go for it.
No, but even though the goals,
lots of people in Elland Road.
Do you remember the 17 goals? I think it's poor. To say it's just because there were fans there going, hey, I don't know.
Yeah, like because you're still against someone on the other side.
Exactly.
It's still the same person you're
like
against.
That strike against Mings, the first one against Villa. Are we saying that if there was fans behind that he wouldn't have hit that strike? That's what I don't understand. stand. There might be less pressure in a penalty or something like that, but not in a 90-minute game.
In a 90-minute game, the pressure from the fans is a huge thing. But I don't think he's someone that will cave into the pressure. I think he actually likes the pressure. I'm not saying that it would impact the game. Like the facts, 100% facts, that goal would not have happened with fans in the stadium. The ball would not have been on that part of the pitch. Any of the goals, the ball wouldn't have been on that part of the pitch in that minute if there were fans there. The game would have gone differently. There would have been
but you fucking, that's a madness what you've just done there, though.
No, but it's true. They're like, but I'm not saying that is the reason, you know. But obviously,
not saying he would have scored the identical goal at the identical minute. If they were, I'm just saying, like, would he have hit the ball? Would he have hit the?
No, listen, technically phenomenal, but he needs to work on his knee sliding because that's what sent him back off on the injury belt the second he scored that equaliser against bloody Bournemouth, wasn't it? No, Brentford.
He did knee slide, bro.
Yeah, he did. He knee slid and got injured.
He just threw his shirt in the air, didn't he, and jumped and then fell on the floor.
I swear he knee slid.
I'm sure it was a knee slide and his knee
It
got
was a knee
stuck.
slide. It
Yeah.
was a knee slide, exactly.
Nah,
yeah,
man, he
mate.
threw
Joe,
his
well, you're
shirt off,
waffling,
bro.
Joe, mate. Joe, you're a top tier. Well, just because you're throwing your shirt off in every sunbed known to mankind doesn't mean that's what he's doing, all right?
You did also think that Vince McMahon sounded like John Cena earlier. So I'm
No,
not
I
entirely
thought
sure
he
we'll
was
go
doing.
with-
I thought he was doing ruthless aggression.
He
I
was.
thought he was doing that.
But that's right. Yeah, but it started off
Yeah,
with Vinnie
said
Mac
by
with
Vince.
ruthless aggression.
Oh,
It was said by John Cena as well, but yeah,
It's John Cena.
it was both.
I
of
thought
them.
that's the.
That's
one
why
that
John
came to
Cena
mind.
said it, because Vince McMahon looked around everyone. He said, "I need someone with some ruthless aggression," and then John
Yeah.
Cena came out and said, "Yeah, have it after." So who knows? Timeline of events, mate. It's all right, Joe. It's all right. Long night.
Cheers.
One of those.
Yeah, it's been a long night to be honest. Yeah.
I'm taking the piss.
Yeah, it was a knee slide. It was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So just
We
to
know.
clarify, Joe can't hear or see John Cena. I do like that line. That's very good.
John
We're
Cena.
going to finish up now anyway because it's half. It's gone 32 minutes longer than it should have, but it's
Yeah.
fine. Joe B, you can give us your score prediction and goal scorers for tomorrow before we finish up.
I'm going to go with the third 2-0 win in a row because I did a poll in my chat earlier and they think we're going to win 2-0 another 4 times before that stops. So, sod it. I'll stick with what the chat
It's a
said.
decent scoreline.
It is.
I think.
I like it.
Cool. Well, go check out Joe B YouTube,
Yeah.
just like Matt, Ethan, Hill Football. There was more. Was there any more channels?
Yeah, Jay Racer was in there.
Jay Racer.
We had the guy Bosnaz had his channel where he was doing
Bosnaz,
the
Seasiders
thingy.
TV.
Seasiders TV. I can't.
Big
now
up
I'm
to
gonna
Rick.
fucking
Big up
skip
to Chris Bofford, Chapo, Scott Chair.
that JT guy, that
JT
JT
Live, of
Live
course.
guy, yeah, check him out. I would definitely
Yeah.
say. And we've actually got a new series as well. So check out my Twitter if you can. That's right. I am going to steal this plug right now, because I'm seeing Mr.
What's he on about him?
Ah,
Go on,
I had
go
to
on.
endure an hour and a half with Joe Wayman, so I get to plug myself. No, I'm joking. Basically, I am. If you want to check out my Twitter, be greatly appreciated because we are starting a new series inspired by the one and only Santi Zap. If anyone knows who that guy is, you're an absolute living legend. But every single Leeds United match, we are going to be doing the fan hot takes. I've been waiting for 3 weeks actually to drop this series, and then the international break came in and flipping distracted everything. But go on my Twitter. As soon as that game is over, I want you to drop your hot takes either about the game, about Leeds United, and we will be making that a weekly series or bi-weekly series, depending on the games that are happening. So make sure you check that out. Get yourself involved because I want to get as many of you guys in here or my community page. I'm going to do it on my community page and on Twitter. So either or, but get your takes in there because I want to hear what you guys have to say. It's been phenomenal speaking to you guys on this show as always. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your spiciest, hottest takes. I don't want no mild takes. I don't want no
Are you done yet, bro?
famers, no
Fucking
average
hell, man.
kind of things. I want to hear the hottest of the hottest, the Saharas of the takes. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
Last time I was asked to give a hot take, everyone got really angry at me for a while. So I don't think I'll be doing that again.
Even still, last night I was like that. They both him and Joe reeled me in, I think, though, and yeah.
Got one more little plug. This one is for JT's Instagram because it feels like he needs it. He's repeatedly asking me if I know any women, so I think we just sort of
Joking, mate. Flipping.
let's just get that word out there. And Give him a hand.
I was joking. He popped in the chat last time. He was like, "Oh, I got 3."
Right, let's leave it, boys. Anyway, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Listen, I'll be back live in less than 12 hours because Leeds United take on Burnley 11:30. So this is why my eyes look like this, which I've put a bit of Vaseline on, to be fair. I don't know if it's helped, but they look shinier. So, yeah, I'll see you in 12 hours for the Leeds versus Burnley game. And, yeah, go check out JT and Joe B, and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks, everyone, for tonight's show. It's been legends. Couldn't do it without you.